Hey everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm having a great day. It's Monday, which I know not a lot of people love Mondays. I happen to love Mondays because weekends are always very busy for me and Monday is always like a reset day. I do laundry, I get to film a video usually. It's just a great day for me. Anyway, I hope you're all also having a great day. Today is going to be a speed reviews video, if I can speak. So let's get right into it. Let us start with the one item I have here that is not makeup. So this is kind of a random product from Ina or Ina. This is the Anti-Chafe liquid powder. So this is a lotion that's supposed to be anti-chafe. I got this in a FabFitFun box a while ago. I told you I would update you on this product. So let me quick show you what it looks like in case you missed that unboxing. So it is just a lotion, you know, just looks like a plain white lotion. It has a little bit of a smell to it, but I feel like it's not an actual scent. It's like the smell of the actual lotion. It smells kind of plasticky to me, actually. So I actually haven't been using this, but my husband has. So I asked him for his review and he did not give me a whole lot of details, but his review was very good. He said, I don't know how, but it works. And I can tell he's been using it because the bottle, I feel like it's half full. He likes it better than using powder. It's because it's not nearly as messy. It's just a lotion. I wish I could have gotten more details out of him, but that's what he said. It works great. So speaking of that FabFitFun box, I think this came in the same box, and this is the mascara I've been testing this month. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. I test a new mascara every single month. I give myself a whole month to really try out the mascara because we all know sometimes mascaras need a month to, I don't know, get better or dry out a little bit. So this is the new mascara from Thrive Causemetics. This is their Liquid Lash Volumizer, and I was really excited to try this one because their first mascara is one that Milani has tried to dupe, e.l.f. has tried to dupe, and I feel like it's still kind of on its own little pedestal. It's a great tubing mascara, and I actually thought this was going to be a tubing volumizing mascara. I was wrong. This is not a tubing mascara. This is just a regular volumizing mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It is quite chunky, and you can see on one side there is kind of a longer section of the bristles. You use that to kind of comb the product through and lengthen a little bit. I find that does help to get the product through. This is definitely not my favorite brush. Sorry, I've got hair stuck to my lip. I tend to get this all over my lids. I think I actually do still. Oh, yep, I do. I forgot to wipe that off. Whoops. And as for wear time, I would say it wears just okay. I do get a little bit of smearing by the end of the day. It doesn't wear like, you know, a tubing formula would. And, you know, I'll get close up to the camera so you can see my lashes. I think they look nice, right? But this is an expensive mascara. I do not find it to perform better than drugstore mascaras, my favorite drugstore mascaras. And I definitely have drugstore mascaras that I prefer, namely the ones from L'Oreal, the Lash Paradise, also from Honest Beauty. So to me, this was just okay. I will finish using the tube, but it was a disappointment. This is a very expensive mascara. Happily, I did not have to pay full price because it came through a subscription box, but I was still disappointed. The packaging, as always, is very nice and heavy and, you know, very pretty, very distinctive to Thrive Causemetics. I tried this product finally from Tower 28. I've tried a lot of Tower 28's products. I'm a big fan of their brand. This is their dewy highlighter. So they call this the Superdew, and it is a completely shimmer-free highlighter. So I am wearing it today so you can see what it looks like. It really does just add dew to your face, zero shimmer. It's not a real highlighter in my opinion, and kind of depending on the look that you're going for, I feel like it can just look kind of sweaty, which I don't know, maybe that's what you like. But today I did use a brush and was able to apply a little bit more, and it looked more highlightery, and I tend to enjoy it more with a brush. Also, using it with my fingers, this is one of the few products where I've actually experienced the makeup lifting underneath of it. I sometimes hear people say that a lot, and I just don't struggle with that too much, but this is one of those products I actually did notice it, and it worked much better with a brush. In fact, with like a stipple brush like this, and that way I could press it into the skin without lifting it back up again, and it seemed to work very well. Took me a little bit to get the hang of this product. I'm gonna keep it in my collection for now. It's definitely not my very favorite cream highlighter that I've ever tried, but I can make it work. I like it. Just know that it doesn't dry down, so your face is going to feel a little bit tacky. I don't find my face to feel sticky, like got Vaseline on it or anything like that. Like, it's not thick that way. But I know some people are very sensitive to that feeling, so I thought I would mention that. Definitely an interesting product. Not for everyone. I think it's okay though. Okay, so now here's a product that I think is one of my favorite things I've tried all year, if not the favorite thing I've tried all year. I'm gonna have to go back and check to make sure I'm not overstating it, but this product I cannot stop using, and you're going to laugh when you see what it is. This is from Neutrogena. This is their hydrating concealer from the Hydro Boost line. and it has been out for I don't know how long, a very, very long time. What happened was my Glossier concealer that I enjoy so much, my daughter, she just turned 14. She asked if she could have some concealer to help cover dark circles. I gave her my Glossier concealer. It's perfect for her. The shade actually matches her, so that worked out very well. But that meant I had room in my concealer drawer to try another concealer. This one has been on my list to try for a while. I spotted it at my Walmart. And honestly, buying Neutrogena products at my Walmart is always kind of like a gamble. Other Neutrogena products I've purchased there have been really old, like right away off the shelf, already expired. So I really didn't know if this was gonna work. Another thing I wasn't sure about was the shade. I ended up picking up shade Fair, number 10. I felt like in the packaging, they all looked kind of the same. So this is the product that comes up in a twist up stick, and it's got like little hydrating product in the middle. This product, oh my. So that's what the shade Fair looks like, and it blends out incredibly smoothly. Like, look, you can't even tell it's there anymore. So this is not a super high coverage product. This is something though that I love. I've been using this almost every day. I've been really struggling to use other things. The way I like to use concealer is I just like to conceal that kind of that demarcation line between your under eye skin and your cheek skin. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you wear foundation, there's kind of sometimes there's a line right there. This smooths that out. It's a really, really smoothing formula. It's not going to cover intense dark circles. It's going to do a little bit of brightening, some smoothing, some very minor color correction. But I think the formula of this being so smooth just kind of, I don't want to use the word buttery because it's just not that thick. It's very thin. But when I first tried it, I immediately thought that this felt like a very luxury product. If it wasn't in a Neutrogena packaging, I would think it was from some very luxury place like YSL or something. If you're into just a beautiful, smoothing, light coverage concealer, like if you like the YSL Touche Éclat or this one from e.l.f., the Flawless Brightening Concealer or the Glossier Concealer, you might be really into this, like I am. This is definitely making my favorites of the year. I cannot stop using it. Sometimes if I get too much here, I'll get a little bit of creasing. It's an easy enough product to just tap out like this and then it's done. Another difference between this one and say the Glossier is the Glossier is really, really dewy. This is not dewy looking. Like I had it on the back of my hand. You can see it just kind of looks satin perhaps, but like it didn't add any sort of glimmeriness or anything. And I can't feel it. It's completely dried down and it's not sticky. It just feels like a very elevated formula to me and I love it. On that same trip to Walmart, I picked up a lip oil from the new brand that is at Walmart. So this is from Pretty Smart, which if I understand correctly, the creative director, I think, I hope I'm saying that right, behind Pretty Smart is the person who was responsible for the Balm, which I really like the Balm's tinted lip oils that they had. This is not like the same as what I was thinking of from the Balm. From the Balm, I was thinking of more of a creamy lip oil. This is like a true lip oil. So here I have the shade Thrilled. So when I say true lip oil, I mean like a classic lip oil where it is very thin, very, very thin, not super pigmented. It adds kind of a pretty gloss to your lips. I think it's a really pretty product, but you do have to enjoy the classic kind of slippy, very thin lip oil product. A lot of lip oils these days are very thick and hydrating, and this is not that. As the gloss wears off, it does leave a pretty little tint on your lips. It's not like a true lip stain or anything. It's just very, very pretty. A product I picked up at TJ Maxx, and I realized I'm like a decade late to everyone else loving these. I picked up a blush from Buxom. So this is the Wanderlust Primer-Infused blush. And apparently they're discontinuing these. They are severely reduced on their website. They're no longer at Ulta. And when I saw that they were discontinuing this, I was actually incredibly disappointed because when I swatched this, immediately I thought that this was the prettiest glowy peach blush I have ever tried in my life. So this is the shade Mykonos. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Very sorry if that's wrong. But I feel like the shimmer in this is absolute perfection. It does not look super glowy. The glimmer particles are really, really small, and it creates kind of that ethereal glowy look, which is my favorite. Even just now I'm looking at the swatch, I'm like, oh my goodness, it is the prettiest. I hope that you can at least see a little bit of that beautiful glow. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know. I found this at TJ Maxx. If I find other colors, I might grab one. I'm looking for Seychelles, which I think might be the best one of the bunch, but this is gorgeous. I was tempted to wear this today, but I wore my Project Pan blush instead. But in case you're also a TJ Maxx hunter like me, these are there right now. Okay, I have an update on a product and I'll talk about blushes again. So I finally finished this sample. It was a really, really big sample of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Foundation. My goodness, do I enjoy that product. It is really thin. It dries down semi-matte. It looked very skin-like. I needed very little to accomplish what I needed, which was why this little sample lasted so long. I am the shade 1N1, and I probably won't be able to buy this for a really long time because I have some other foundations I want to use up first, but this is definitely on my favorites list to buy at some point. Okay, so now let's talk about these NYX blushes. If you missed it, I did a cheek swatching video where I swatched every single blush from this new launch on my cheeks. And it took some figuring out, but I finally decided that these are the 3 shades I want to keep. I'm very tempted by the light pinks as well, but I do have other light pinks in my collection, and I feel like these are a little bit more unique. So I decided to keep For the Butter, which is the more mauve one, number 6. Number 9, Feeling Butter, which is the kind of rosy copper shade. Oh, so pretty. And then number 10, Back in Butter, which I have to be very, very careful with how much I use of this blush because it is very pigmented. Wow, but so gorgeous. One thing I really, really like about these blushes is the satin finish. Even Feeling Butter here is supposed to be one of the more shimmery ones, and it's not that shimmery. I really like how they held back a little bit with that. Normally, very pigmented blushes are not my jam, but I enjoy the finish of these so much, and these colors are just so unique. I mean, specifically these two. The mauve one, not so much, but I didn't actually have anything else like it in my collection, so I decided to save this one. But these two, very unique. They'll definitely fill a spot in my collection, and if I'm very careful with my brush, I can make these work. Oh, and I did mention it in the swatching video, but I figure it's worth mentioning again. These are scented, kind of like a candy scent. If you decided to pick up any of those, tell me which shades. I'm interested to know. And how's it working for you? I keep stopping and looking at this swatch on my hand of that lip oil. I think it's so pretty. Okay, as always, if you've tried any of these products, make sure and let us all know down in the comments. We're all individual. Sometimes makeup really doesn't work for one person and works beautifully for another. And so I'm here for all of your reviews. I love reading your comments whenever someone chips in with a review. So thank you so much for your comments. You've made it to the end of my video. So this is always where I talk about my tea of the day. Today I am drinking Jasmine Dragon Pearls, and these particular ones were brought to me by a friend from England. So these are from the Folly Tea Caddy. If you're new to jasmine tea, make sure to always steep with water that's around 175 degrees. So not boiling. Too hot water will often make jasmine tea bitter. But if you hit that sweet spot, oh boy, it's wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. I will see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.